Puffers and blowers, good morning. Welcome to the Ablaze Mix channel, the Ablaze Hookah Mix channel. So subscribe, like, and share. This morning we're gonna talk about the way people smoke hookah with different tips. Some people use different form of tips to smoke the hookah. Well, of course, in your personal space, most time people use just the hose. See, the hose itself here, if it's a personal use, you can smoke it just like this. Some people use different ways and formats and different type of things to put on top of the hose to smoke the hookah. Definitely, traditionally, the Arabs just smoke it like that without any tip. But of course, we have different type of tips that people use mostly in commercial spaces. And if you're home with your friends, then of course you want to give one to your different friend if you're smoking from the same hookah. So let's try one of these tips and let's show you how this works. This here have a hole inside, and the smallest part of the tip, then you're definitely gonna insert it inside the hose itself, and you pull on it. For me, this is not my favorite tip to use to smoke my hookah, because two things. One, it takes away some of the space in the hose, so that way you get a little bit less pull. But if you're smoking with more than one person, then definitely it's not a problem, right? But for me, this is not my favorite tip to use to smoke hookah, but most people use this one. This is the most common tip used. A common way of using a tip and a hose to smoke a hookah. Now, one of the things that a lot of ladies like, a lot of girls like, some men use it too, right? Is the famous candy tip. Now, the candy tip itself comes in many different flavors. It all depends on the flavor that you like. Some places, they sell them in a 5-pack, they sell them single, they sell them in a whole big pack like this, a whole big pack like this, where you can choose different flavors to smoke your hookah. Now, the reason why a lot of people use candy tips, especially females, because it gives them a different taste. Depends on whichever flavor you have smoking in your hookah. Then the candy tip also help to enhance the taste and give you a different puff totally. So let's use this flavor that here. This is mint. Now they also have different ones. You have like the banana tip. You also have this one here is a strawberry tip. You have also this one is a tropical punch tip. So there's a number of flavors candy tips they have. So let's try this one and see how it works. This is a mint one. Well, mint is already in my hookah, but this gives it a little bit more minty taste. So along with the mint, that is it in the flavor that you're smoking, and along with this mint candy tip, it enhances the mint itself. So just like if you're using this one, the fruit punch one, and you're smoking a fruity flavor hookah, this candy tip is gonna automatically enhances the taste and the flavor. But for me, I don't like using the candy tip too much, but a lot of females like it. A few men will order it from me sometimes when I'm in the lounge working doing hookah. A few men would order the tips and help use it to smoke. But it's not my cup of tea. No, my cup of tea is this tip. Now this tip, right, what it does, it allows you to pull a lot more smoke than the other two tips that I just showed you. Because if you look at this, there's a rubber part here, and then there's a plastic part at the top. Now the rubber part goes exactly over the hose itself. So that way it don't reduce the smoke. You can get the same pull just as if you use the hose by itself. So for me, this is my favorite tip to use because it goes over the hose itself. So it gives you a lot more smoke and a better pull. So puffers and blowers, it all depends on which tip you like. If you like this farmer tip, if you like to smoke it without the tip, or if you like the commercial tip, or you're hanging around with your friends, you can use different ones because they comes in all different colors, and then you can give each one to your friend. Or go ahead and tell me if you like the candy tips that comes in many different flavors. So you choose. It's all up to you. It's all what suits you best and what you like most. And this is the one that I prefer because it gives me a better pull and it gives me more smoke. So puffer and blowers, this is the end of it for today. So definitely like, subscribe, and share. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell everyone around you. It's a Blaze Mix Hookah channel. Thank you very much. Have yourself a wonderful day. Until then.